welcome to the Hotkeys podcast, your pop culture hub. Is that it? I don't have it memorized.
That's Will.
Hello, and welcome to the Hotkeys podcast.
Stop. No.
Your
Stop.
hub for all things.
The website says...
And everything random in the world. There it is. Is that correct?
That's Michael's. That's not what the website says, but that's okay.
Oh, well, what does the website say?
The website says a shortcut to various opinions on all things pop culture.
The shortcut to various opinions on all things pop culture. I'm your host, Wil Dobratz, and today is August 22nd on a Sunday. So, welcome. And today I'm joined by...
Mick.
Colby Chapman.
Landon Browning.
And David Parker.
Some nice weather out today, boys.
Welcome,
How we
fellas.
feeling?
Yeah.
I've never felt better in my entire life. So
Ever.
That's
It's
definitely
never
not what
looked
you're
worse.
saying like
Ever.
5 minutes ago.
this is the happiest I've ever been.
Landon like 5 minutes ago was like, "Oh, I'm so sad. I'm sad, Landon."
So Landon tried murdering a goose.
Yeah. Let's open with that. Yeah.
Landon, have you do you have a statement ready?
Yeah.
I have prepared
Take us from the top. Like, how
Have
did you
you-
murder a goose?
Have you repented
Of your
sin?
goose sins.
So we went golfing on Wednesday night, correct?
Yep.
Great weather for golf too. Was it going to be?
It was
I was
a
so
great day to hit
excited.
the course, yeah.
We would planned it like the day before. We were all excited to go. So I was not having a good game of golf from the start. I never do, but this was even worse than usual. And we got to hole 3, and we're standing on the tee box, and I look at Mick. There's like geese in the distance, and I just jokingly go like, "Hey, Mick, if you kill one of these geese on your drive, I'll buy you dinner afterwards." Mick hits his drive. It's a great drive.
Nowhere near a goose.
Nowhere near the geese.
Now, you were joking, right? Like, before we,
Yeah.
just gloss over that, you weren't really, like, encouraging Michael to murder
no,
geese,
no.
right? I mean, it was clearly a
It was
joke.
more just like,
Right, Landon?
No.
We need you to
Yes.
say it was a joke.
yes, it was a joke.
Verbatim, please.
I would never seriously encourage or personally participate in killing of any creatures, especially a golf course goose. They're a sacred animal.
above all else.
Yeah, above all other creatures. They're the guardians of the green.
Guardians of the Green.
So we
So
all drove.
explain to me then.
So what happened next? What happened next?
I drive, not a great drive, but a workable one. And I go for my second shot. I grabbed my 7-iron. There were about 15 geese, probably 20 feet in front of me.
Dude, I was standing right next to Landon. They were
20 feet away, 15 to 20.
15. Yeah.
Why are we standing right next to Landon as he's swinging a golf club?
Well, I was like a good 3 to 4 feet away from him. I'm not.
Not far
Colby
enough.
was Landon's caddy for the day, I think.
No, I just didn't want to stand in front of him where my ball landed.
Yeah, sure.
So a competent golfer would have never been anywhere near the geese with their shot, because with the 7-iron, you should get enough lift on the ball.
I mean,
that
7-iron,
it's-
though, has less lift than most irons, right?
I mean, it's
Yeah, but
yeah,
still.
but it's not
But
like
it's more than some.
yeah.
So Landon was
More than-
trying to kill the geese.
No. No. So I take several practice shots and I step up to hit the ball, and Colby goes, "You're gonna kill one of these geese." Like this shot. And I take my shot and I completely blade the ball, and it gets about 1 foot of air and it flies about 40 miles per hour, and then you hear just a crack noise. You just hear something snap. And like the geese kind of all fly around a little bit, and then one like sits down, kind of like makes a goose scream, like a and then it gets up and it's trying to walk, but its left leg
14 pieces and shattered.
no, it was still intact, but
But
it was just
flopping?
kind of flopping around from like the knee part down. It was just kind of flopping, and it was trying to put weight on it. And I didn't know geese could cry, but I'm pretty sure it was crying.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't know why you're laughing. It's not funny.
Yeah. What's so funny, Colby?
Dude, it was so it's so messed up, but it's
Colby
so
was
funny.
laughing hysterically from the very start. He's like, you killed it. Like,
I was also very, very sad.
It doesn't
we
sound
could
like
tell.
it.
On
Like-
record, like
on record, I don't know. You were laughing from the get-go.
Like, you're barely containing yourself right now. Like,
it's a funny story.
I am laughing too, but mostly because I'm laughing at the pain that Landon has experienced.
What about the goose? The goose experienced way more pain than I did.
Yeah, I would say that. two different types of pain, I think.
So not only did I didn't kill it immediately, but it will die a very slow and agonizing death over the next probably 3 weeks, my guess.
Yeah.
Until a coyote probably tears it apart.
We continue on hole 3 and we get to like the green.
All its friends left it
I was
too.
gonna say we turn around and like all of the other geese like walk away and it's just there, like,
honking and crying.
Yeah, it was crying.
They were hissing.
So you just left it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I supposed to do?
Club it to death with the man standing on the tee box waiting to hit, just watching Landon like beat this goose to death with a 7-iron.
So
Sounds like
someone
something
who was
from
not in your
Guaranteed movie or
party
something.
saw this all go down.
No.
He just rounded the corner and saw a crippled goose trying to fly away and walk.
I feel like it'd still fly though if it doesn't
Well,
have a
it
leg.
could, but like when it's
Flying,
like,
its legs
from the
flopping,
knee
that's
down, it
causing
just like dangles like a
excruciating pain.
mistletoe, like
Yeah.
back and forth.
So it like it's like it was gone, like it's never working again.
Oh no,
Oh, dude.
no, it's not
No.
working again.
Life is fragile.
Because it either like
So are goose
dislocated
legs.
it, it either dislocated it or it shattered like the leg bone.
No way it dislocated, dude.
I'm pretty sure like it sounds like it shattered.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Oh, shoot,
I
dude.
didn't get close enough to examine it.
So what's the lesson here?
I
Don't
get better.
better
Use a
golf.
3-iron next time, not a 7.
Doesn't a 3 have less lift?
No,
than
a 3 has a
3
lot.
has less. No, 3 has less.
Yeah, less.
Then a
lift, right?
7? No, it has a lot.
A lot less lift.
No, a lot more.
More
No,
lift.
the lower
The
the
higher the-
number, the
Oh yeah, use a
Straight
9-iron next time, not a 7.
3's pitched. 3's pitched.
No,
Mine is.
the lower the.
I'll show you. I'll show you
it's
next
the
time.
higher the
Yeah,
number.
I
the
was
more pitch.
mistaken. It's reversed. So like he should have used a 9-iron, not a 7-iron.
But that might
Speaking
be
of
real,
9-irons,
to be real though, like a
Hello.
skilled golfer could have used like a hybrid or something, or anything. They could have used any club.
A putter.
Yeah, they could have done a putter and got more lift than I had on that shot. So,
You thinking of going to therapy?
not for that, but
maybe golf lessons.
Landon's like, while I'm there.
like, on a golf lesson when they're like, yeah, it's really important to take lessons. Some idiots come out here and they just kill all these geese on accident because they're so bad at the game. But how many geese do you think die on the golf course every year?
1.
There's a Curb Your Enthusiasm episode about Larry killing. It's either a goose or a peacock, and it's like the prize bird of the owner of the golf course. And yeah, it's doesn't end well for Larry, but
Do things ever end well for Larry on that show?
sometimes,
very
but not very
Very
often.
rarely.
I mean, he's still 100 millionaire, so I guess like in the grand scheme of things, yeah, everything works out. But yeah, he loses the $50 or the $20 or whatever to the valet. So
A major loss indeed.
yeah, exactly.
Well, Landon, I hope you can heal from that.
I hope you can
Major.
live with yourself, you murderer.
It
Exactly.
like totally ruined the vibes for the entire night.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
You guys didn't have like a nice goose dinner afterwards?
Was it like completely silent after that? Like you guys rolling up to the next hole, like nobody saying a word.
No, they
there
were making
lots
fun of me.
jokes, yeah.
They were making fun of
Oh
me.
dang!
Lots of jokes.
Like I feel like if I was on that golf course, like and I killed a geese or goose or whatever, I would be devastated.
Well, I mean, like we were all kind of down in the dumps for a little while.
And then Colby.
And then
hit-
Colby threw the first stone.
Colby also hit a goose.
I did
Wait, no-
same hole. Yeah.
No, I haven't heard about this.
Wait, was it same hole?
It was the next hole.
Colby did it on purpose.
Did it
No, I
make
didn't-
bagpipe sounds when you hit it? Like it hit the actual
No,
body?
it wasn't not like 10 feet in front of me, and
Okay.
also it just like bounced and hit its wing.
Oh,
So it walked away
I thought you-
angrily, but
I thought you were like hypocrites to the
mine
max
walked
here for
away.
a second, but
no, yours couldn't walk away, Landon. It was doing the stanky leg on the golf course. Like,
Oh, man.
oh no. So wow, this is a depressing opening.
So do you
to the
like
Hotkeys
lose a
podcast.
stroke when you hit a
There's
live
there's
animal?
gotta be a
Or
penalty.
yeah, is there a penalty there or,
No,
or what?
The ball would have gone a lot further if the leg wasn't there.
I think that's the penalty in itself, right? Is that you go nowhere pretty much, right?
You have to live with your shame.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
guilt. So
I
like,
haven't slept.
And the fear.
if the ball hit the so I have a question though. If the ball hit the goose, where did the ball end up?
right where
In the
goose-
goose.
Basically, right after the goose, like it went like another foot. Like I mean, like
So
the
you have-
goose's legs slowed the ball from 40 miles an hour down to like 2, and then it stopped.
Oh my
So you had to like putt like in front of the goose, like you're hitting your next shot like I don't know, like a
it was
foot or two away from
no,
this
no,
goose
well, no,
that's
the goose-
dying.
The goose like flopped around. And
the
it was-
shock and adrenaline, and like it was able to scurry about
Oh,
10
okay.
feet away.
I thought Landon had to like hit his next shot like 2 feet away.
Yeah, no,
from
my
this
back's
goose
the
that's
beak.
dying.
He used the beak like as like to like stabilize the ball for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah, that was so.
so that did happen.
Yeah,
That's a real story.
I've never
like-
killed geese on the golf course. I've only like killed children, but
all right,
That's
Dave.
less of a crime.
less
I feel like-
honking.
more tears though, more human tears.
I don't know. Jordan would not stop crying.
Was Jordan balling?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, I think I would have cried
Wait,
a
really?
lot there. Yeah,
Even if you weren't the one that hit it?
yeah, I'd probably be really sad. Anyway,
I feel like that would have made it weird. Like, someone was like,
you start screaming at the top
like
of my
if I
lungs.
hit a goose, like so I hit the goose's leg, it breaks. Colby's laughing, and then like Will's just crying.
Just straight like,
What have you done?
what have I done? Your boy, my son.
Thankfully, there's lots of geese in the world. So
And only one
One loss, nothing gained.
like that.
Yeah, that's a unique.
I'm worried that the next time we go there, it's gonna still be there.
He's
It's
just
gonna be
waiting.
haunting you.
I'm gonna hit its other
Watching.
leg.
For this, do you think Landon's being sent to hell? And then when he gets there, like he's on the golf course, and then a giant geese is about to like.
It's like
hit-
the scene
hit-
from Loki where he lives it
yeah.
over and over again,
Yeah.
except his leg gets snapped.
Yeah, his leg gets
Oh.
snapped over and over again.
Is it like the equivalent to like scale wise?
only what you deserve.
Like so the ball would be like the size of like a bocce ball or something hitting Landon's
Yeah,
leg.
yeah. And the geese just has like the 7-iron in hand, swinging back, and you can see it swing back, and it hits the ball, and it goes right towards Landon's leg
And
every
Landon
time.
slowly
Landon
turns
tries
into
to fly
Goose.
away, but
I can't.
Yeah, he
all
can't.
his friends
This-
leave him.
This sounds
Yeah, we're all
yeah, no,
standing
we're all
around
there. We just start walking away. This sounds like nightmare fuel right there. Well,
It's gonna be my reality.
oh gosh,
I can't escape my fate.
No one can.
not any one of us. Well, I am sorry that you hit the goose and killed it. Presumably,
It's still alive.
I'd say MIA is the more accurate description. Missing in action. You know.
It's not missing. It's
It's
on the
injured.
golf course. That's all.
It's not
Yeah,
going
it
anywhere.
can't do that. It can't survive.
It
in
did
the wild.
follow us to the next hole, though.
Yeah, that
Wait,
made
are
me-
you serious?
It followed us.
Yeah.
It wanted.
It was like laying out like 50 yards out from the tee box, just waiting for someone to kill it.
It was the only goose on that fairway, just sitting there, and we were
Yeah.
making jokes. We were like, "Oh, it's that one. It's like
It just
begging to be
wanted-
put down."
It just wanted an explanation from Landon.
And then,
like, just
Why?
Why?
and then, as we were getting closer, like we didn't know that this was the goose yet. And as we're getting closer, of course, Jordan takes a club out of his bag and he's like chasing this goose down with a club, and then it like gets up and flies away as he gets super close to it.
You see
It-
the leg flopping in the wind.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's unmistakable. So
Dude, let's move on.
Geese can,
I'm
geese
starting to
can
get
live
depressed.
from like 8 to 24 years too. So it doesn't
I bet that
that's-
one was
So
only
you
like,
cut his life short,
yeah, I bet that
Yeah.
one was like 2.
dude. Are you okay? Like the look on your face is pretty.
It's fine. I'm fine.
All right. Well,
I'm fine.
did you see a movie that you liked this week on a different topic? Like,
Black Swan.
I went and watched The Green Knight
oh,
with
nice.
my dad.
How was that?
That movie's awesome. It's a great fantasy movie.
Did you break anyone's leg on your way over?
No.
Okay.
The projectionist's leg. It's like, no, please, I'll play the movie. Just stop.
Yeah, I would highly recommend watching it. It's a really visually stunning movie, I would say. Like probably visually wise, it's one of the more impressive films I've seen in a long time. The story's really good. It really feels like it's based on a Knights of the Round Table tale, I believe, about Sir Gawain, I believe. And the plot of the movie, or the premise is best knight Sir Gawain, I think, or Gawain or Garwin, they pronounce his name a couple different ways in the movie, is the nephew to King Arthur. And on Christmas, this Green Knight shows up to the festival, and he's this big towering like knight that's like he's made of like he looks like a tree basically, and he challenges one of Sir Arthur's knights to land a blow on him, and then in a year the person will have to come to where he lives and he will return the same kind of blow that they dealt to him. So the Sir Garwin, he doesn't have like any fame or anything. He's just kind of like a nobody that lives in this castle.
Mm-hmm.
He jumps up and volunteers to do it, and he hacks the Green Knight's head off, and then the Green Knight's still alive, and he gets up and rides away and says, in a year from now you have to come and basically let me land a blow.
Oh man.
And it's basically about his quest, like going to the place where he lives. Really good movie, really dreamlike. It felt really dreamlike. I watched it with my dad, and my dad got done, and he's like, it felt like a 2-hour acid trip is how my dad described it.
Is that a short or a long acid trip?
2 hours seems like a long time. I don't know.
I think time becomes relative at that point.
Yeah.
For the acid trip, like there's no such thing.
No such thing as
really
time.
good. Yeah, really good cast. It has what's his name? Dev Patel is the main
Slumdog
character.
Millionaire?
Slumdog Millionaire.
Yep, Slumdog Millionaire. Joel Edgerton's in it. Alicia Vikander,
Vikander.
whatever, however you pronounce it. The dude from The Killing of a Sacred Deer, Barry
Kogan.
Yeah, however you don't say his last name. The creepy kid from Killing of a Sacred Deer. Who else is in it? Sean Harris is in it.
Killing of a Sacred Deer.
And the mom from The Vavitch is in it as well.
The Jijich?
Yeah.
No.
and the gal from Falcon Winter Soldier, the stupid girl.
The terrorist
Sharon
girl.
Carter?
No, the terrorist girl.
Oh, the redhead?
Not Sharon Carter's. The
Oh,
redhead,
yeah. Gotcha.
And
The
there's a fox in it.
sympathetic terrorist.
Yeah.
That
The
wasn't-
well-written sympathetic terrorist.
Please stop. Like I can't. Like I'll start getting mad if you start saying things like that, Dave.
Yeah. You guys should all go see it. It's really good. It's also a movie like that almost demands like multiple viewings, just because of a lot of stuff up to interpretation. And very ambiguous, some of the storytelling. But I liked a lot of the themes of like of honor and like what your purpose is and different things. Like really resonated with me.
Would you say it's like a straightforward plot, or would you say it takes a lot of twists and turns? Like
I mean, there's like a lot of twists and turns. Like with how dreamlike it is, just watching it, it's like a really unique experience.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll have to watch it. It definitely the plot sounds interesting enough. I had no like before you described to me what it was about. I didn't watch a single trailer.
Yeah, you should go see it.
So
It's a
sounds
very
interesting.
very unique movie.
But like, so the guy has to exchange a blow.
Yep.
To somebody else, or to the guy that
To the-
made the blow.
So he has to go let the Green Knight land the same type of blow that he landed on him.
Oh, so he. Okay, well that's unfortunate.
But there's some other. There's
Will says, but
I'm-
wait, he cut off his head. Oh.
Yeah.
So there's more.
Like,
There's
wait a
more
minute.
depth to what's happening, but I don't want to go into detail.
Yeah, right. You don't want to spoil
for
it,
spoilers'
obviously,
sake.
but it was just just confused on the wording. But
Yeah.
I'll have to go and see it because it sounds like it's really good.
Yeah.
It got really good reviews, didn't it?
Yep.
Too?
Yeah.
So-
I think it's still playing in the downtown theater in our town, so it's still available to go see.
Oh, nice.
And then I think you can actually rent it. I looked it up too. You can rent it now. It's available to rent.
Oh,
I would say it's worth seeing in the theaters though.
okay. Cool.
You guys should go like as a group. Watch it.
No thanks.
Only if you
Oh.
go, Dave.
Okay. I don't think it's going to be in theaters come October. So.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And so you weren't the only person that watched a movie this week, did you? Like we had one of our other members of the podcast watch a movie this week.
What?
Really?
What?
Dude. Sorry. I can't talk right now.
Really?
Really?
What?
I feel like my brain short circuited
That
and I
made
just
no
like
sense.
I filled a word. I don't know. I think I meant right. God.
Really?
I'm like really trying to understand what you said. And I can't.
So the hopeful transition that has now been botched is one of our other members of the podcast watched a
Who?
movie this weekend.
Who could it
Right?
be?
Yeah, exactly. But
To be fair, Michael was not helping him out. Like we knew who he was talking about, and we know what movie he's talking about.
so Michael, you watched a movie.
I
this
did,
week.
yes. I did.
Please talk.
Yeah, I watched a movie called Reminiscence with huge jacked man and the chick from Westworld.
Is that
Sandy Newton?
Yeah,
isn't what's her name?
Rebecca Ferguson.
Yes,
is also
Rebecca
in it.
Ferguson's in it. Yeah. which she's also in Dune, coming October 22nd. Buy your tickets soon, please.
Or just watch it on HBO Max. Same
No,
day for
don't do
free.
that.
Why are you like
Don't do that.
plugging Dune? You just told people to buy their tickets, please.
Because
What do you
I'm
not
afraid
have
it's not
financial
going to sell
stake
well.
in
I'm
this,
afraid
Will?
it's not going to sell well, and it needs to sell well.
Will has
Why?
a point in the film.
Because I want it to do well. Because
Why?
I love Dune.
It's like
And
that
if
one
it
time that
doesn't do
Dave
well-
had us all get Star Wars Battlefront, and he had owned EA
Yeah,
stock at the time.
yeah.
Like,
Dave bought EA stock. Was like, hey, everybody, buy Star Wars Battlefront now. It's like
You
the most
dirtbag.
scumbag move. I will fully disclose I do not have any stock claim in Dune. I just am a loyal fan who wants the movie to do well.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
We're gonna
Please
need to take a
continue
look
on.
at your portfolio, Will.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's just
you're under
continue.
investigation.
WB.
No. Let's just do that. Let's just continue. No questions asked.
What was it?
Weird
know.
noises. There are some weird noises going on.
So yeah, I watched Reminiscence. It was on HBO Max. Believe the director is Lisa Joy. It was her first movie directing. She did direct a couple episodes of Westworld, and I believe produced on the show. It was okay. It had very Blade Runner, kind of Inception vibes. I think the trailer sold the movie as something else than what the movie actually was.
Real quick, if we haven't seen the trailer, would we like the
So
movie
the-
better then? Because I haven't seen the trailer. I actually know nothing about the movie.
I
mean,
have no idea
I
what it's
would,
about.
I would just watch the movie then and see what you think. Yeah,
I'll probably watch it.
but yeah, the basic premise is they live in kind of a not too distant future where they live in Miami, so the city is flooded, and they live in kind of a almost like Venice, Italy type of area where they drive boats around. It has really nothing to do with the plot, but it's just kind of an interesting
That's cool.
world building that they did. But yeah, there's the premise is their present time for a lot of people kind of sucks, so they have to, or they don't have to, but they decide to relive memories from their past to I guess make life a little bit better. And it's kind of a mystery, almost noir, modern noir tale. But for me, it was just a little bit slow at times. It was under 2 hours, but it felt like a 2.5 hour movie to me. So yeah, it was just okay. Hugh Jackman was really good in it though. So was Rebecca Ferguson and the other chick, Thilda or whatever.
Fandy Newton.
Fandy Newton.
Thilda?
Ew, dude, what a gross name.
Thilda.
It's not even a real name. Mick was just
No, I'm sure it is though.
all names are real.
What if we had one listener and their name was Thilda?
Well, now
That
we
was the
don't.
Goose.
Yeah.
Now we don't.
The goose was named Thilda.
Yeah. Let's name the goose Thilda.
Goose's name was Herbert.
Yeah.
Thilda the goose.
Anyway, so yeah,
I'll probably check it out.
Nice.
I would still recommend checking it out and making up your own mind. Just for me, it was just like it was okay.
Yeah. I saw like a 15-second advertisement for it once.
I think that's
And
all I've seen.
yeah, it's like some HBO Max, like, oh, it has this and many more things. Like
Yeah.
some YouTube advertisement. And it looked like your typical like third place but at the box office kind of film.
Yeah, I guess for me, it was just the premise was a lot cooler than the execution that they did for the
Yeah. That's what happens a lot, I feel like.
movie. But yeah, and there wasn't like much action in the movie, but the one scene that there was like action with, to me, it was just like really cheesy how it was filmed. It
was
Oh,
it
it
really
over the
laughable.
top or
I wouldn't say it was over the top. It was just it didn't really.
was it poorly choreographed?
I think it was poorly choreographed. It was just poorly shot too, like
Okay.
just blocking and everything. It just to me it was kind of cheesy.
Was it like-
came off a little cheesy?
They like drive a car off like a bridge or a cliff and then like a hook catches it and swings them around.
the space. No, Will, that's cool. Anyway, so the soundtrack was good though. I enjoyed the music.
A good soundtrack.
That
Who
can
was it?
save a movie.
Was it Hans Zimmer?
I think it was
No.
Findle
Okay.
that did the soundtrack, but
Dave, that's not a name.
It is now. Findle the
Yeah,
Goose.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know who did the soundtrack, but it was pretty good.
Nice. Awesome. I feel like soundtracks can make or break a movie. Like a
They
good
definitely
soundtrack.
can. Absolutely.
can I
Can
like
suggest
real
albums
quick
and things.
sidetrack? When I
No, Dave. I'm host. You can't do that.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Like
Stop.
I think, and I think Michael might agree with me on this,
What?
but I think
This is a first, ladies and gentlemen.
when it comes to like what can make me feel the most and make me like the most happy, like if I really get down to it, I think it's easily music.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
And I think music is underrated with how much like humanity benefits from music.
Is that why I'm so sad? Because I don't listen to enough.
You are musically like uncultured.
I'm musically stupid.
Like I go through my life watching movies, playing games, talking with friends, doing whatever. But I think the times I've like felt the most is when I'm listening to music. And it's not just any music, but I mean that like the thing that makes me feel the most, I would say, is
I was just gonna say like
No, Dave, I totally get what you're saying. Do you also, because I do this, do you also kind of like you tie a certain song into like one really good memory or something like that? Like just a specific memory. So like if you hear a song, does it ever like take you back to like, it could be something super inconvenient. Maybe it was just like a warm like summer night and you had the windows rolled down and you were like driving down the street with friends or something like that.
Mhm.
But it's like that song and you hear it and then you just get happy. Like, do you do that? Because
yes, because I think I have a bad memory, but one thing that I can
that like?
do is like stupid Colby with his bad memory. I feel like I don't have a good memory, but sometimes with music or other type of audio things, I can hear something and like it brings me back to the last time I heard it. So it's like a weird going back in time. I've done that
heard
before,
that
with
before.
podcasts. Like because I don't do this as much, but I used to re-listen to podcast episodes, and it would get to the point where when I would listen to an episode a second time, I would be able to remember the last time, what I was doing, where I was, everything that I listened to that specific podcast episode. And sometimes
but
that
you
happens.
couldn't remember what it was actually saying. Like, is that kind of true? Where it's like,
No, I mean, I can remember like the
okay.
gist of what they were talking about.
okay,
And sometimes the same thing happens to me with music. Like I'll, remember the last time I listened to a specific song and where I was and what I was doing.
I just like I tie music to memories. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with you, Colby. That is something that happens to me, and I think it's really, really cool.
for me, it's more of tying, like, especially I do this with movies or like video game soundtracks. I tie like the music to the themes that the game is trying to present. So like in The Last of Us Part 2, there's this really good musical piece that plays while Joel and Ellie are in this museum. And whenever I hear that musical piece, I think of like a father-daughter like relationship that like some sort of like parental relationship that can't ever be like exchanged for something else, something that's like full of love. And that makes me tear up, or like I think about that sometimes whenever I listen to that soundtrack. And that's why I have like a playlist like full of just soundtracks of that nature. So
like the reason I was bringing it up is I was agreeing that like music, I think 100% can make or break something. And if it's just not there, I think it can really hurt a project that otherwise could have been, exponentially elevated by better music or by a better soundtrack. But I love music, and I don't appreciate it like as often as I want to. Like every time I'll listen to a song that I really like, I'm like, why don't I listen to music more? Because it makes me feel so good. And then I just kind of like continue on doing other things in life, and then I'll, come back to music every once in a while and be like, man, this is like, I don't know, the best.
I listen to
feeling.
music every day.
yeah, I don't listen to many podcasts while I drive to work. I listen to music almost all the time.
I
Well,
tend
from
to
the-
listen to podcasts.
From the wise words of Dumbledore, magic or music is beyond. Never mind.
Quick, if someone hums the song that plays during that, Michael might be able to better recall the actual quote. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh wait, that's Jurassic Park. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oops, wait, that's also Jurassic Park.
Yeah, he says like music, magic beyond all that we do.
What?
Oh my god.
Dude, you're trying to sound like me, like you can't talk.
With Google at his fingertips, let's see how
With
long.
great music
Nick can
comes
struggle.
great
No, okay.
responsibility.
Oh,
Music. It's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing something because I like music quite a bit, but I don't get nearly
you
as
can't
much.
relate.
I can somewhat, but not nearly as much. I can
For me,
Freak. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, freak.
I mean, for me, yes, I agree with Dave. For me, it's a lot of probably movie soundtracks that does that the most.
Could you imagine like how much worse those movies would be without those soundtracks?
Probably not as good.
That makes sense. I can do the same thing where I can tie certain songs that play in movies to like scenes from the movie, and it can cause like an emotional reaction. But just I would prefer to listen to a podcast while I'm driving places.
I guess I think of like specifically Hans Zimmer scores because for me, I think I can detach those songs better than like a John Williams score. Like if I hear the theme for Indiana Jones, I'm hearing the Indiana Jones theme. If I hear a piece from Inception, I can remember the part from Inception, but also apply the song to something that's happened in my life or currently happening.
Soundtracks too are kind of more ethereal, I would say. They're not as rooted, and maybe it's because they're less thematic.
They're not like,
than like a John Williams score.
I would say they're more, I think ambiguous is the word. They're not so specifically themed.
Yeah.
And they're not so
The only one I disagree with you,
Schindler's List.
no, Interstellar. I can always tell it's Interstellar.
Well, so can I. I'm not stupid.
I am.
So then what are you saying? Like,
I'm just saying that for me, I can.
It's easier for him
I
to
feel like
disconnect the piece from the movie.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I can
never
still
mind.
like.
I am
I
stupid,
can still
It's okay. Me too.
like acknowledge and understand that those are from Inception or
Like if
Interstellar.
time plays, you're like, oh, that's Inception, but like it
Right,
kind of has
exactly.
transcended that movie, I would say.
Yeah,
that kind
and
of
it's,
piece.
I think because I've seen it and heard it used in so many other different ways with like other videos I've watched or like public speaking, like it's just something that I think is more universally used easily than dun 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 dun. It's just like I don't know if that's like just because Indiana Jones
Is so famous.
is so well not just famous but so like
It's thematic, it's iconic.
ingrained as like that is Indiana Jones. I think if people heard the soundtrack Time from Inception, they wouldn't immediately think, "Oh, I know that's Inception," because it's not so, like we said, it's not so like rooted in a straight up theme.
It's a little
like
more ambiguous,
Indiana
like Mick was saying.
I don't relate
Gotcha.
to that as much with movies as I do just like regular music.
Really? So yours is more based in reality. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Gotcha. So like when you hear like the Rocket League soundtrack, you think of Playing with the Boys.
So when I think of the song "Hanging with the Boys,"
Yeah.
specifically, I think of a moment
I
where
thought it was called Hyokin with the Boys.
no, that's Landon's thing. No, specifically, I think of Mick, Landon, and I driving
Me.
to Seattle.
Me.
Dang it!
Colby like looked at Mick before he said it.
It didn't stop me.
Dude, Michael was waiting.
I thought you were ready.
I think of like
But
so
you're
I
not.
think of like real life scenarios, like a real life event. Every time I hear that song, I think of like one memory.
Yeah.
Happens like
Like imagine the time theme from Inception while you're skydiving.
I don't even know what that song sounds like right now.
It fit pretty well.
I never saw Inception.
When
I
I
feel
think
like-
Ocean Man, I think of driving in a hot van with you guys.
Another Christopher Nolan movie we haven't seen.
Add it to the list. We should watch Inception. Inception's really good.
I heard it was really good. I don't have a ton of.
Have you seen
Time.
Interstellar?
Wow.
Interstellar's great,
pretty good. I was gonna
Have
say
you seen Memento?
No,
Memento's great.
I haven't seen
Prestige is great.
Memento. Memento's
Yeah,
the
I've
only
seen-
Christopher Nolan movie I haven't
seen The
I don't
Prestige.
think.
have I?
I think
Yeah.
so.
I don't
think
think
you
I did.
watched.
You know the
the magician one.
Man in the Box, Man in the Prestige.
I don't think of sacrifice.
I don't think I did.
Really? Oh, you might not have then.
Smeagol as Tesla? No.
No, Tesla's assistant.
I mean,
yeah.
it's Tesla's assistant. Oh, wait, David, or it's Bowie
David Bowie.
as
David Bowie.
Tesla.
Are you even a fan?
I feel like you should know.
I
these
love
movies
David
better,
Bowie.
Dave. Like I
Doesn't
feel
sound
like
it.
yeah. I'm just gonna say it.
This is ground
Smear
control.
kid, Tom.
I love that song. That's actually one of my. That is
I
one of
know.
my favorite songs.
Space Odyssey is great.
Are you gonna apologize, Mick, or no?
No.
Space
Shut up.
Oddity.
What did I say?
Odyssey.
Space Odyssey.
It's the very not well known sequel to Space.
2002.
Wait, it's not the same song as like the Earth Below Us drifting, falling, like the countdown, like
What?
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's Space Oddity.
That's Space Oddity.
Is it?
Yeah,
Space Odyssey,
5,
the one that says
4.
"Open the Bombay doors." Hal.
That's
No, that's the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, that's what Mick's talking about.
No,
No, Mick's talking about the song.
I just mixed up
What
the
about-
name of the song.
What about the show that goes Space: The Final Frontier?
I think that's Star Wars.
Oh my god.
No,
Their
that
song goes
counts.
bum ba da ba bum ba da.
Gotcha.
It can
Okay.
apply to any part of your life.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. But yeah, we should watch Inception sometime.
Yeah.
Interception.
I'll watch any of those movies. With
Yeah,
you guys.
Sounds
they're
like a fun
they're
time.
really
We
good.
could go through all. I mean, you've only seen The Prestige. That's the only Christopher Nolan movie
Actually-
you've seen, right?
Stop it.
Right?
It's not funny, dude. Like it's not funny. Also, I haven't seen the
The only
Prestige.
Christopher Nolan movie you've seen. Answer the question. For our audience, is The Prestige the only Christopher Nolan movie you've seen?
No, but I have not seen the Prestige.
What are
So
the other
what
Christopher Nolan
Christopher Nolan movies have you seen?
I'm like, it's not funny. It's genuinely not funny.
The joke has run its course, but you know us. We like
The
to
joke
beat-
has the
Landon
joke
just, like,
ran its
beating
course
it around like a
probably
dead
like
goose. Like,
50
over and
episodes
over
ago.
and over again.
No, a goose with its leg broken. It's not dead yet. I don't think.
It might be.
It might. Yeah.
Next
It's
question.
honking its last honk.
I don't have any other questions. No further
I
questions.
rest
Your
your
Honor.
case, Your Honor. I rest my case.
Guilty.
All right. Well, Colby, have you been watching or playing anything recently?
No time.
Okay. Well, see, I've been playing something with Colby and everybody else. I was hoping you would say it, but you said no time.
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna say it.
I forgot.
I've
yeah.
been playing a game called Splitgate
No,
with my friends.
Yeah,
We
how come
have
no one
me.
is helping out Will here?
Why?
No one is helping out Will.
I forgot that I was playing that game.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you had a
Well,
great
so-
memory.
no,
Cool.
You know, I threw you a bone because you never talk on the podcast. Like
Ever?
never. No, I'm just kidding. But still, okay. I've been playing Splitgate, and what the game is it's Portal and Halo combined. So
Pretty much.
Specifically, Halo Reach.
What?
Go on. I feel like it gives off Halo Reach vibes.
It
more.
just feels like a Halo game. I mean, I don't.
Reach.
Yeah, I don't think it's like specifically Halo.
I do.
Feels like Halo 2. Feels like Halo 3. You know.
and Halo 3 feels like Halo Reach.
No.
Halo Reach does feel different.
Halo ODST.
Yeah. Than the
Really?
others.
Halo
Yeah,
Wars. Okay, no,
the other-
not
the other
Halo
Halos
Wars.
are more. The other Halos. The other Halos are more floaty.
Really?
Yeah, Halo Reach is more like bum 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 bum.
But this
Like
game is
from
floaty, so
Outer
wouldn't it
Space
not
Odyssey?
feel like? Wouldn't it not feel like Reach?
Yeah, that's what we said.
I
Well,
think
not
it
Colby.
does.
No. Wait.
Colby hasn't played Splitgate.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
He's too
time.
busy.
He does no time.
No time.
On time crunch.
To be fair, I'm always on a time crunch. So let's get that out of the way.
Everybody's always on a time crunch.
Splitgate
We all have
is-
limited time.
Splitgate is really fun though to talk about the game. It is basically like a straight up marriage between Portal and Halo. So like you have the same you have the same game types as multiplayer Halo. You have the same guns as multiplayer Halo. The aesthetic
same
looks like it. The
voiceover.
maps kind of feel like it. Yeah, the announcer is the same.
All dropped.
Kilimanjaro.
Killing spree.
I got some really weird. It was like 10 kills in a row, and it was like it was
it's
like
a
a pun.
pun.
It was they're all puns, so it's like a ripoff almost at that point. But yeah, and sorry, continue, Dave. Something about marrying Halo and
Yeah, I was like, it's a really good marriage between Portal, the Portal games, and Halo. So you have two portals that you can always change where they are at any given time. When you go through one, you come out the other. You can go through your allies' portals too. You can destroy enemy portals with
You
an
can go through.
EMP
You can go through
grenade.
enemy ones. Well, you can
Yeah.
go through the.
Oh, you
can
can't
go-
go through enemy.
you
Oh,
just
okay.
can't see through them.
Okay.
So yeah.
But you can shoot through portals too. So like, you can set up portals for yourself to like get in a good position to get at people, or you can shoot at enemy portals because oftentimes there will be an enemy standing on the other end doing the thing that you were doing two lives previous. So there's
You
a
also
lot.
can't see through an enemy portal.
I think,
No
I
way.
think that was touched on.
Really?
That doesn't make it a false statement.
Tell me more, Michael.
You can also go through an enemy portal.
But you can. It's
never would have guessed.
4v4 online multiplayer. So we'll get 4 of us together playing, and I've really enjoyed it so far. It's been a lot of fun. It's kind of fun just to start up and play with some friends and jump through portals and shoot.
Also nice to
people.
play another type of first person besides Call of Duty.
Yeah. Besides Call of Duty,
Call of
like
Duty gets
the traditional ones.
But I mean, Call of Duty Vanguard. Are you like? Am I right, guys?
Please stop. It's like, wow, another World War II shooter. I'm so thrilled.
And this one's a Sledgehammer too, right? So,
Oh yeah, their best studio.
They'll have the exoskeletons.
The zombies is handled by Treyarch this year, so they're like, no, we're just gonna give the zombies to Treyarch.
That's respectable.
Yeah, it is pretty respectable. But
That's
still,
respectable.
that means I'm gonna be playing Treyarch zombies again this year, which makes me happy. I don't even know if I'm gonna buy it, honestly, though.
I probably won't buy it.
No, I probably won't. Although
I say that every year though.
I'm a sucker for the M1 Grand.
One every. I don't know.
So do you like World War II like above all other like
all other
settings?
wars?
No.
That's my favorite. No. That's
Do you
a valid
love
question.
World War II?
And the answer is yes.
World War II is your favorite?
Yes.
Why?
Close second, War of 1812. Close third, 100 Years War.
Spanish War.
Are you talking like first person shooters?
Yeah, first person shooter. Like, what's your favorite setting?
I mean, I preferred the World War II ones just because those are probably. I think those are probably like the first ones I really got into with like the old Medal of Honor games. And it's cool when they like actually follow history and you get kind of a history lesson along with what you're playing.
Landon's mom said those video games aren't historically accurate, though.
It's as much. Well, luckily I don't have to listen to Landon's mom.
Yeah.
I mean, just for a while, if I felt like all that we were getting was like modern warfare, advanced war, like all those like
Modern Warfare,
futuristic,
Advanced Warfare, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4,
yeah,
Call of Duty, Black Ops 2. It's
Black
like,
Ops 2
like
was such a great time period.
Black Ops 3,
2025.
Infinite Warfare, like all back to back. It's like
it just
you're
seemed
just
like,
going farther and farther.
right.
Into
It
the
just seemed like
future.
a long time that we had gotten a World War II shooter.
Yeah.
Didn't we have
like,
Call of
say,
Duty
like-
World War II like 2 years ago?
2017.
No, I mean like before that game came out. Like there was like a pretty long.
Oh yeah, there was a
long
gap.
stretch
quite a
where it was
long
like,
gap before that.
Yeah.
I think Black Ops 2 was 2012, then Ghost 2013, then Advanced Warfare, then Black Ops 3, and then Infinite Warfare. So it was like 6 years in a row of Call of Duties, 5 or 6 years in a row of Call of Duties, where it was like either modern or future.
Right. But like I also really liked the Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
The World
Battlefield
War
1 was
One.
nice.
That game had probably one of the best sniping.
Yeah.
It felt so good.
It was really satisfying.
We should get back into it.
And is it still like up?
Probably.
Yeah, the servers
Yeah.
are probably, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
the people that are still playing are probably really good, so we'll all suck.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
But I think I like more of the slower shoot. Like when I look at like
You
people,
don't want to play Shipment
oh
24/7.
my gosh, so stupid.
You just like spawn in holding down the trigger button because you know people are in front of
You're
you.
gonna be
Just
killing
spawn in.
everybody.
Praying that you don't get spawn killed by an enemy, or worse, your teammate who just is
That'll
holding
happen.
down the trigger as well.
Or people just
So-
spamming grenades.
But
on the
you know
opposite
what?
side.
Like mathematically, it's the best
Oh
way
my
to get
gosh.
experience in the game. So it's the only mode we should ever play, ever.
Direct quote, Dave.
That checks
Yep.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. Dave makes us play Shipment.
Oh yeah,
Dave-
like it's the
Dave
only.
makes
I
Call
will.
of
I
Duty-
will. I refuse to play any other map other than Shipment. And what's the other one I love?
Shoot House.
Oh, Shoot House. Oh,
Shoot
okay.
the
I actually
Ship,
like Shoot
My
House.
favorite game.
I actually
House
like
is
Shoot
dope.
House.
I
Shipment.
do too.
Shipment is
Shoot,
like
man.
Oh,
the
Rust.
worst-
I think you're talking about Rust.
no. I like Rust. Rust
Oh,
is
Rust
Modern
is
Warfare
good.
2.
Rust
This is OG.
Oh,
Rust is
okay.
good.
Yeah, it's Modern
Yeah,
Warfare 2.
Dave's like, I'll play Shipment and nothing else and not feel a thing.
No, Shipment is probably like the worst thing that's happened to Call of Duty. Because it gives people like this actual
Is that
mindset.
from Call of
that-
Duty 4?
It was Modern Warfare.
It was the original.
Yeah,
Modern Warfare.
but there wasn't ever a like playlist that was just Shipment. That didn't come till much later. So like you would play the game if you did like a free for all, but if you were doing team deathmatch or something like that, Shipment I don't think was in the queue
No,
for
the
that.
rotation.
Yeah, it wasn't in the rotation, so you weren't subjected to the horror that was 6v6 Shipment or whatever.
They did a 12v12 one time.
Oh my gosh,
It was like a
Sounds so
joke. It was like,
stupid.
you can't do anything.
yeah, it was not.
Spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die.
Well, that's Shipment anyway.
Yeah, but it was like ramped to 11.
Oh gosh.
This map goes to 11.
But yeah, I am looking forward to Battlefield 2042. It's obviously going to be futuristic, but there's a game mode that is, I don't know if you've heard of this, Michael. It has everything from past Battlefields up from World War One to the futuristic guns. So they're all going to be compiled in the game, but you can also select which ones you want. Like it's a custom map. It's a custom map and a custom game mode editor that is included in it.
Can the enemy team just have the guns from Battlefield 1? And
Yeah, I think
team
so.
has the guns from...
Yeah, so balancing is going to be whack.
Yeah.
We'll just have like blasters, and they have
Well, in the trailer, it's like
Muskets.
one
muskets,
one team had knives.
black
that was-
powder.
One team had knives that was running towards the other team, and then the other team had like defibrillators.
What?
This
This sounds like a team.
Defibrillator?
This sounds like a Team
Defibrillator?
Fortress 2 game type.
It is like it's literally
Knives,
like
weave, defibrillators.
no, like the things that you rub together. And
Yeah,
drop.
I know what they
yeah. So so like you could use them as melee weapons in the game.
Yeah, I remember them being used.
Yeah, so like you can have like two teams of different eras against each other, and so but things will balance. They'll balance the game.
You have medieval knights versus Jedi.
I guess the metal sword would clash with the
No,
plasma
it's
blade or whatever it is.
It's adamantium or whatever,
No, that
vibranium or
Dave, you're crossing worlds here.
I know.
Dude,
Just
don't
like
cross the
Battlefield
stream.
1 is crossing with Battlefield 2052 or whatever.
42.
42.
42.
I've never been a big Battlefield fan. The most I played was
I-
1, but there's something
I
about
love
like the
Battlefield.
feeling of the games I've never been a huge fan of.
You never feel like you're making an actual impact, is my only complaint.
Well, I kind of like it that way in that you feel like there are times I feel like where I make an impact, but it's more of when you have your entire squad there at the point and you're holding a point. It's more reliance on like teamwork, if that makes sense.
Well,
It
and it's
feels
just
like you're in
the
an
nature-
actual like
Right. It's just the
war.
nature of having a bigger map.
bigger map, more players. Like
Yes.
32 and 64 is be 64. I think it's like 128 players. is gonna
Yeah.
be the
And
new-
I think
the
it
new
can work
game.
really well, like with the old like Battlefront games.
Yeah.
I think that strategy and game type was pretty cool.
Well,
It-
I like the original Battlefront games, but there's something about the feeling of the Battlefield games. I can't really quite put my
Trigger finger on it.
my trigger finger on why it doesn't click with me. But it just doesn't.
So you just hate Battlefield for no reason.
I think so. I mean, I think there's a reason. I just don't know what the reason is. You know, it's buried
Gotcha.
somewhere. I need some
Probably
I
figure
need
that
some
out.
song to like
Listen to
unlock
the track
reason.
Time from Inception.
Time. Anyway, Splitgate, really fun. We'll probably play some more if they, keep it fun and people don't get too good at the game.
Or people start cheating.
Dude, I'm
They're like,
cracked. I'm so good.
No, I'm dreading the day that somebody's gonna like put a portal like next to them and then shoot it across the map and then like twirl 360 in the air and then like
Oh,
no scope and then I
Oh.
die through the
I
portal.
didn't even think about that.
But yeah, no, people are gonna get good and it's gonna be not fun in like 3 months. So we'll savor it while it lasts.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Yeah.
we need to play
Dude.
the crap out of it right now. As soon as people get
Oh,
try
yeah.
hard, you bail. You find another game.
Yeah.
Always
It's like the
take
same thing like
over,
what happened to
like, in the
Fortnite.
fall.
Yeah, nerds
like-
ruin everything. Literally any multiplayer game, like the hardcore nerds that just play it all day, will ruin the game.
Yeah, see, I've never had time to play just one game. And
Are you on a time crunch?
no, I like to switch off and play other games. But there are people that like they only play one game.
I don't get it.
I don't understand it either.
What's that saying? Like variety is the spice of
Yeah.
life.
No, it's magic or music.
Oh my gosh.
I'll get it one day.
You will. That Gandalf quote, I'm sure you'll
Oh.
catch up to it.
When he tells Spock, oh man, it's so good.
I've been playing the single player of Doom Eternal, which is
Oh,
another
another
kind of
shooter.
floaty, fun shooter. And I don't know if many of you guys played the 2016 Doom, but it's pretty much like
No.
a straight sequel to that, and it feels just as fun and is just as fun as that 2016 game. So I've been
It
playing
was-
that,
it was-
and it's a blast.
If we want to talk about music, we can just say that
Oh,
soundtrack
yes.
stressed me out.
That soundtrack rocks.
It is so it gets you pumped more than I think most soundtracks in video games. Like when it starts to ramp up and you're like getting ready to just like wreck some demons or zombies or whatever. Yeah, the Doomslayer is so cool. and he just like wrecks house.
Dude, Will's toes are almost as long as my fingers. Once again, Will shows up in flip flops, so his toes are exposed. And, like he's got him up here on this coffee table, and like I'm not even kidding.
This is my favorite segment.
Like,
Will's
Yeah,
toes.
I'm like, how do we
Will's toes.
keep getting back to Will's toes?
Let's change Will's wonders to Will's toes.
Dude, they're so long. Okay, your pointer toe. How big do you think it is? Like, it's got to be like,
Dude, like the distance between like the knuckles on it, like it's insane. Like,
dude, you have more straight bone in your toes than I do toes. Like,
what?
What?
like the bone in between the knuckles is longer than my actual toe.
Yeah.
You know, I hate adding Will's toes to the show notes, but we've talked about it enough that now I have to put it in there.
you have to. I mean, you don't have to.
Dude,
you never have to
No,
add things to the notes.
No, you don't understand.
Get some pics for
Yeah.
the listeners.
No.
I mean, like, if you're good at something, don't do
How
it
do
for
I show
free,
pictures
but-
over like Spotify?
we could just put it on the
We
website.
have a website.
Oh, we do have a website. That's right.
Just pictures of
Go to our
Will's toes.
website.
Yeah,
Let's
go to our
pull
website to
up,
check out pics of Will's toes.
There's a $5
First
like,
one's free.
entry fee though.
Tip for
Yeah,
Tip
check
for the
out
toes,
Will's
baby.
OnlyFans. Oh wait,
Dude, no,
Aw,
it's not like explicit sexual content, so I could post my toes on
yeah,
there.
I'm losing my money.
the dexterity is like off the charts.
They look double jointed, all of them.
I bet I could like crack one out of place and twirl it around.
What?
Huh, that sounds familiar.
What?
Oh gosh.
Will, do you have a
Yeah, so do I have a what?
do you have a segment?
Yeah, so I've been playing more Ace Attorney, but I talked about that last week. So we're going to move on to a new segment that we haven't done in a while called Colby's Corner.
Ever.
No, we haven't
Never.
done it before. This is our
Oh, wait, really?
inaugural.
This is our first
yeah.
time?
We haven't done this in so long.
Colby's Corner.
It's good to be back
Oh.
for Colby's Corner.
All right.
Can I preface some stuff?
Yeah,
and we
so
can go over it.
David's going to take over
Okay, I'll take it
hosting for
away.
this part because I have no idea what's going to happen.
He just threw this responsibility on Will last second.
Yeah, he's
So-
like, yeah, we're going to do this thing that I set up that I have like that you guys have no idea what's going to go happen. Now we'll host. I'm like, okay.
So Colby's Corner, if you don't remember from a few episodes past, was our idea that we get Colby to basically share his wealth of knowledge on a subject that he is very knowledgeable about. So we thought that was a great idea for a regular segment. However, before we get to that, before we actually do a proper Colby's Corner, I think we need to do a job interview, actually, to see if you are fit for the position or not.
Oh, yes.
So we are going to take some turns asking some important questions, the rest of us, to see if you will be a good fit for our firm.
Next week, I will be filling out unemployment papers.
So before we officially begin the interview process, I just want you to just tell us a little bit about yourself, just maybe a few sentences.
Okay. My name is Colby Chapman. I am 21. And yeah, that's it. That's literally
Yeah,
all
this
you guys
isn't
need to
gonna
know
work
about
out.
me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah, you don't have much
Next
of a
prospect.
personality.
We're
Next
seeing like
prospect.
5 other people.
We'll be in touch.
Thanks for your time.
You want me to leave my phone? No, we got it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. So we do have some official questions, but I'll start with an easy one. So
Oh, yeah. Softball. Here we
yeah,
go.
softball. In a post-Soviet world, what is the role of continuous integration systems in the automated build process?
Say that one more time.
Oh gosh, this is so.
I
easy.
said,
What are you
what
saying?
are your
Come on.
biggest weaknesses?
I learned this first grade.
What my biggest weaknesses?
What are your biggest weaknesses?
Sorry, dude, I must have had something in my ears. I would say my biggest weakness is that I am too funny. People don't take me seriously because I'm too funny all of the time. So that's just one of many.
So your references didn't say this, but
One of many weaknesses.
Yeah, I'm filled with them.
Okay.
So
Could you?
what are the others?
Do you guys want more weaknesses?
Well, weaknesses is plural.
Okay, so I have to say at least another weakness.
Yeah, you got to say at least 2.
Another weakness of mine is probably my triceps. I don't typically work those out very often. So
But biceps, like, are you strong?
Biceps,
like that's a strength, but the triceps are a weakness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you, could you describe the color pink to someone who is blind?
Colorblind or blind?
Blind.
You're not describing it to me. You're describing it to
So like
somebody else.
somebody. Oh, dude, they haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're blind.
Yeah. Well, okay, born blind or
Yes.
freak accident.
If
Born
it was
blind.
freak
You wouldn't
accident, they probably already know what pink
I already have
is.
seen the color pink.
I don't think your critical thinking is up to the what we need.
I think you should have said critical thinking as one of your weaknesses, Colby.
The great thing about interview questions is that like you can figure out certain information even by how they ask or answer questions. Like we realized from this that his critical thinking might not be the sharpest because he asked that question.
All right, so the color pink is. Oh, dude. Okay, I have a clarifying question.
Go ahead.
What
please.
is the color pink again?
So, and this is something that like I don't know. Do blind people like can they tell the difference of like if like a light is on or something?
Dude, you
Because I feel like the
Colby
answer's
thinks
no.
it's just
but
people that
How about you
close their
answer the
eyes.
question? How about you just answer the question, Colby?
dude, are you
Okay, here's how I would describe
you-
it. Here's
Real
here's how I would describe the color pink. You take the color red, and you mix it with white.
What's the color red?
Color red is the first color in the rainbow.
they don't
Rainbow.
What's a rainbow?
Rainbow happens when
Oh my god.
All right, next question.
Okay,
Yeah.
Will.
So I got a question here for you, Colby.
Okay.
What are your biggest strengths?
biceps. Oh no. Okay, no. Calves. My calves are strong.
Your calves go quote dummy hard.
They go. Yeah, my calves are dummy crazy. Okay. Another strength of mine, probably my critical thinking.
Great answer.
That's what we were all thinking.
Wow.
You sure about that? Is that your final answer?
Final answer are calves and critical thinking.
Okay, I wrote those down.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm going on to the next one. So, how would you sell hot chocolate during the summer in Florida?
Okay. First,
Now, were they born without hot chocolate or
yeah, have they tasted it before, or like, do I need to make a pitch? First, I would target the children, okay? Because kids are stupid.
Yeah,
I'd set up. I'd set up like
might have to call the authorities.
at a park.
Oh,
I'd set up my hot chocolate stand at a park because kids love chocolate. They don't really like care. I'll be like, oh, like you're jumping around like this splash pad, like there's water everywhere, like sprinklers and everything.
I mean, you better be mobile, so maybe like a white van or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
It's not marked.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Kids don't have any money though.
oh, their parents do. Your parents never like gave you money for like a lemonade stand in the summer. What's the difference between?
I
hot
mean,
chocolate?
for me, my parents always gave me money to go spend on things that they know I'm going to spend it on. So they wouldn't just give me $20 and say, "Here, go spend it, kid."
My hot chocolate's not $20.
Yeah.
$1 a cup.
But my point is, as soon as the kid asks,
You're only gonna charge $1 a cup? Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to make that much money? Like, you know, your profit margin.
How much
As
do
soon
you
as the
spend
kid
on
asks, like,
your supply?
"Hey, mom, it's 105 degrees. Can I have like a hot chocolate?" Your mom's going to be like, "No."
Go buy a popsicle.
So, Colby, I'll ask the question again. How would you sell hot chocolate during the summer in Florida?
So first, I would set up at a park and target the kids.
God,
Can we
dang.
soundbite that?
Set up in a park.
and target the kids.
I would say that's a pretty that's a pretty good answer. Mick, do you have some questions for Colby?
I think
I think Landon's
I mean,
next.
Landon, do you have some questions for Colby?
So, Mr. Chapman,
Yes.
where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh gosh. So right now I'm at a fork in my road and I can take one of two paths. One of them, I'm assuming 5 years from now I will be 26. I can imagine myself with a wife, living probably no kids, but traveling frequently, living a good life, still working my current job or anything. Or
Got to be close to a
Wait,
park.
working your
Or-
current job, like not this one?
You don't want to work here?
this is my second job, guys. I'm $40,000 in debt.
All right, continue.
Or I probably wind up dead in a roadside ditch and like El Paso, Texas, or something like that.
Okay.
The fork right now
Interesting.
is actually this job interview, so you guys decide like my future.
Wait, do we lead you toward El Paso or fulfilling life with your wife?
Depends on if I land this job or not.
But that's
I need the money.
That's the question.
That's
yeah. God dang it! Your critical thinking, not good.
next question.
If you were a brand, what would your slogan be?
Ooh, if I was a brand, my slogan.
Cubby.
I thought that was going to be the answer.
No, that'd be the brand name. My slogan. Oh, dude, this is a tough question.
There are
Yeah,
wrong
it's-
answers, so think carefully.
Colby, it's what's for dinner.
Colby, free flavor.
My slogan probably, dude. I'm like blanking hard right now on the slogan.
You're about to lose the
It's
job.
no worries. This question's not a big deal or anything. So,
Yeah, we can move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that-
We'll double back.
no, we probably won't.
No.
No, we don't have time.
We're on a time crunch.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that is.
We've got like 10 or 15 more applicants ahead of you, so
What was that, Colby?
My slogan is time crunch. That's it.
Are
That's
you
it.
are you saying that you don't think you could handle your responsibilities here in a timely manner that would allow you to be freed up
Efficient
for
at your
additional
job.
tasks? Yeah. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm just so busy.
next question.
All right, my turn. This is Mick, by the way.
Thanks.
Couldn't have guessed.
Tell me about the last time someone got angry with you. What happened?
The last time somebody got angry at me, I probably just gaslit them.
Oh, okay.
Told them that like they were in the wrong.
Write that down.
Write that down.
I can't remember specific, like the last time specifically, but
Okay.
almost assuredly.
I mean,
do
your
that every
response
time.
is an important indicator to the question. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Great answer, Colby.
Thank you.
Yeah, not really.
I nailed
Next
it.
one. If you had to choose today, what would be the title of your autobiography?
Oh gosh, I can't have a slogan and an autobiography under the same title. Dang it.
I mean, you could. That would just be a very lazy answer.
Yeah, I'm not lazy. I'm a hard worker. You guys want me.
That's
Okay.
the title.
I'm not lazy.
You guys want me.
The title would probably be Big Colby.
Mm.
Is that like the subtitle? Or is it like Colby : Big Colby, or is it just Big Colby?
I think it's just Big Colby.
Is it Big Colby, lowercase for a little bit of mystery?
I like that.
Yeah, we're gonna roll with that. Yeah,
Yeah. You're welcome.
all lowercase.
Good idea.
I
Good
want
answer,
you to
Mike.
get this job, so I'm. Yeah.
Good answer, Michael.
You
Okay,
get
thank you.
you now get an editor, like an editor credit on his autobiography. Colby,
Little
tell me
Mick.
about the toughest decision you had to make in the last 6 months.
Wow. Earlier today,
Going back far, I see.
earlier today, Landon asked me if I wanted to get lunch, and I don't want to be spending a bunch of money on like food and stuff that I don't have to. So I really had to think about that one. Took a lot of persuading from Landon.
Man, your life must be really tough.
It is every day. Every day is a struggle.
So wait, the tough decision was not going out to eat, or it was
No, it was.
going out?
deciding what food to get when he got to the restaurant.
No, it was deciding on whether or not I should go out and order food.
Interesting. Okay. Now you've been given
I
an
typically
elephant.
starve myself.
You've been given an elephant. You can't give it away or sell it. What would you do with that elephant?
I take that elephant to the park, and it's gonna help me sell hot chocolate.
How?
Kids love elephants.
You
You
you let them pet it if they buy.
Yeah, it's a.
You sell the elephant and then bundle it with the hot chocolate.
No, you can't sell the
no,
elephant. Other
No, you sell
interviewer.
petting the elephant.
No, the petting's free when you buy my hot chocolate.
No, but do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to give you a good answer, but
I have a
Well, we're
better
not
one
supposed to
now.
give him answers.
I'm trying to help him out because he seems to be doing pretty poor so far.
I mean, well,
I
we're
don't
not supposed to
think
share that yet, and
I don't think
we'll
I-
keep
sorry,
these thoughts
sorry,
to
sorry.
ourselves.
I don't think I've missed
Sorry.
a single question.
Will, you're fired.
Well, there is another opening.
Okay, well,
All right, a couple questions.
Dude, there's
Even
so
after
many
post firing. Tell me about a time you disagreed with someone else's decision. What did you do?
Probably just gaslit them.
Wow.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Okay. Let's see. The last time I disagreed with somebody. Okay. No, that's not a good example. One time, a bunch of my friends were going out to dinner after they just had like a big argument, and I wanted nothing to do with it. So I ditched them and went and hung out with a different friend, and we did something else instead. And none of my friends thought that was very cash money of me, but I doubled down, and I think I made the right call.
So you abandoned your friends in their time of need? Okay.
Now, who
Yes.
won that baseball game that you went to?
Everett.
What color is the color of money?
To a blind person.
The color of money?
Now, were they
Yeah,
poor
what
at
color is
birth
the
or were
color
they
of money?
rich?
What color is money?
Sage green.
Noted.
Okay, Landon.
All right. Tell me how you think other people would describe you.
Funny. Charming.
Cash money.
Charismatic.
Big.
Yeah, big, probably. Financially responsible.
Poutine burger.
And if they saw me now, probably sweaty. I'd probably say I was pretty sweaty.
Okay. 3 more questions.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how weird do you think you are and why?
7, because I can be super weird, but then like I also know when to turn it down and when to pretend like I'm normal in front of other people. So
Pretend. Key word, I see. Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
So still
Noted.
weird, but I can turn it off. So I'm not a full 10.
Okay.
Next question.
2 more. This is Mick again.
Who?
Well, welcome back.
We're firing Will and we're firing Mick. So, it's just
You can fire
Landon and me.
I'm the director of this company. If you headed to the break room and discovered a live baby in the freezer,
Whoa.
what would you do?
How long was the baby in the freezer?
Answer the question.
That's not part of the question. Answer the question.
I would probably call the police and CPS.
Huh.
Is it a whole baby?
It's a live
live
baby,
Live baby.
in the
Once again,
freezer.
critical
No,
thinking.
it's alive and in pieces.
How long was it in there?
It's not provided.
part of-
You don't know. You don't know. You just
don't
found
know.
it there.
So, like on a question, like on a test for school, do you like ask questions as part of your answer?
Teacher,
Like, do you write down, like,
why is the
Oh,
train
my question.
leaving Toledo?
when they cross, do they actually collide or do they actually
Separate
just cross?
tracks. The real question should be, why are trains headed to Toledo?
That's true.
Told you critical thinking's a strength of mine. I call the cops and then I call CPS.
What would you tell those cops?
Then I call my hot chocolate stand manager. I'm like, you're not gonna believe this.
You're talking to the elephant. Isn't the elephant your manager?
No, he's just there to get pet. Next question.
Still Mick here. What questions do you have for us?
How long was the baby in the freezer?
2 minutes.
That's not long.
I planted it there.
You're going to jail.
That's your question? You might be working here, and the one thing you want to ask is about one of our interview questions.
Okay.
Cool.
That was
Like,
only-
I'm just really concerned about the kid. You know? Is it going to be okay?
Well, that's up to how Colby responds to the live baby in the freezer, right?
Yeah.
I grab the ice cream cone out of the freezer and then I close the door. What do you like?
Because I'm on a time crunch.
Yeah, dude, I don't have time to call CPS. Like, how often will I have to like do stuff in Colby's corner? You know what I mean? Like, how often like do I have to answer?
You're already
questions?
questioning the workload.
Yeah. Like, what kind of like responsibilities am I going to be given?
I mean, that really determines on the
frequently?
response we receive from Colby's Corner. If we enjoyed Colby's Corner, if you enjoyed Colby's Corner. So it's kind of like a flex position, if you will. It might not be something that you have like weekly responsibilities, but it's something that could pop up from time to time.
Interesting.
So, short answer, it depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I rewarded for doing well?
No.
Short answer, it depends.
We'll have to check with HR for that. So.
But like rewards could be on the table.
Oh, they definitely could be.
Oh, they could
Short
always be on the
Always.
table.
Short answer, it depends.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Colby. We'll look over this. We probably want to reach out to your references, maybe. It depends. But you'll hear back from us maybe next week to see if we keep you on full time. So
Okay.
You can find yourself.
Hey, I should let you know right now, though. Don't call Carl.
we
at
do
the
not
moment he's
valet
in
park,
prison.
or we don't. What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. Dave, you're fired too.
Oh,
Valet
no.
parking.
Everyone's fired.
We don't
Except
validate
Landon.
parking.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
yeah.
I look forward to hearing from you guys.
Don't be.
Yeah. Don't reach out to us. We'll reach out to you.
Sure. Okay. Well, so Dave, Colby's Corner.
Oh, yeah, we're done. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
we're
we've
done.
moved on.
Oh, we've moved on.
Yeah, we're done.
What? No.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure tune in next week to find out if Colby got the job or not. Okay.
It's just not a great fit. Great guy, but just not,
I do wish him the best. Actually, I feel like he could fit in
gonna
with
cry.
some other
It's
firms.
just not a culture thing.
really
It's just not,
well.
it's
Yeah.
a culture thing. Like he's just not.
We need a diversity hire.
he didn't
So
have he didn't have the critical thinking skills.
It was
for this
my
job.
biggest strength.
I don't
that
think
is what's concerning.
is the baby in pieces.
I had to introduce myself at each time.
No, you didn't.
You forgot who I was.
Colby looked over at Michael on the couch with a really confused look, like, "Who is this again?
Who is this?
He's talking?" So, no matter what you tell the listeners,
He thought
Michael
I was the
had
color
to.
pink.
Exactly.
Were they blind from birth?
Valid question.
No.
No, it's not.
Invalid.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, is there?
They went blind yesterday. Now explain the color pink to them.
Remember pink? Yep. There you go.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to add to Colby's Corner or to the podcast in general?
Do you guys have any questions for me now?
We already asked.
We already asked you
asked,
questions.
like,
We
a
have
bunch of
we have no further questions.
Yeah, you can leave now.
In fact, how about you leave before we're finished with the podcast? That way we can discuss as managers.
Yeah.
Go ahead and unplug my headphones.
All right. Well, that's the Hotkeys podcast, I guess.
Another beautiful show.
A fantastic show, I would think. But it's self-proclaimed, so maybe that doesn't mean much. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. And
You're welcome.
I will
That
see
was
you
Mick, by
all
the way.
next week. Yeah.
In case you guys
Just
forgot.
to clarify, I will see you all, including Michael, next week.
All?
Thanks.
Wait, all?
Yeah, but including
Well, the
me.
normal
Well,
people.
when I say all, Colby, I mean everybody that deserves it.
like the
So-
people that
no,
earn-
you don't use that word though.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Dun, dun,
Music.
Dun, dun,
Bye.
dun, dun, dun,
magic
dun,
beyond
dun,
all
dun.
we learned here.
I am so sorry. And you can keep that in if you want.
He will.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Hotkeys podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Castbox, YouTube, and other podcasting platforms. Visit our website, www.hotkeyspodcast.com. Follow us on Twitter at Hotkeys Podcast and join our Facebook group at facebook.com/HKHotkeys. Please like and review us and subscribe to the show on whichever platforms you use. Finally, you can contact us via email at hosts@hotkeyspodcast.com.